It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Wentz now on first down. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. Here's Wentz to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. So Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On third down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Cannon. And he's in. Touchdown. Trenton Cannon. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball,
Hurts fumbles it, and the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Taylor going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wentz. This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And they work this. Well upfield across the 45. They'll throw on first down with Hurts, eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts, escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lane.
Hurts fumbles it, and the Colts pick it up. And he'll take this back all the way up. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing. There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's going to be...
But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st down, Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. All is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get...
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Devontae Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 30 on 2nd down, Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But to try and chip away at his timing.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Wentz. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines. They take the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Hurts. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs. But in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And the Colts are going to take over here up near the 40. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now Wentz. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Hines. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Wentz to throw for it on fourth. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On third down, here's Taylor. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They'll look to run with Taylor. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Second and goal from the 1. Connor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Escaping the pressure right. But I think the ball's out. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talent, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to Torrey at the 45-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw into the hands of Pittman here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Hines. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Wentz now on first down. That ball caught by Campbell. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. And he'll work this back to So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Check 26, check 26. Under 10, under 10, 10. Check, lucky.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Flush to his right. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. That's by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now McSorley. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McSorley from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. McSorley sets to pass. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. It'll be McSorley again. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Looking for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. Quez Watkins. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Wentz going to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. They turn to Taylor on 4th. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown. His first touchdown on the year. There the Eagles are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Morstead This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Wentz. Catch made here by Campbell. Touchdown Colts. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit. Maybe.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution. Yeah,
and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Colts on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. To throw, it's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Kwity Paye able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.